this video, I'm going to show you a new federal $1.8 million grant opportunity for startup businesses for which you, yes you, my beloved viewers, can apply in as little as 4 hours. And watch this video until the end because I am going to show you the gargantuan quantity of resources with which I have jam-packed the spreadsheet where I list links to information resources and application portals to grants for everyone, mostly for small businesses. You want that white glove service? Then go ahead and start your small business, because you have to remember, we are a whopping 32,540,953 small businesses in the United States, employing almost half of the U.S. workforce. Come join the club. And again, remember, the whopping majority, 26,485,532, are entities that the Small Business Administration refers to as non-employer firm, meaning that each of those entities is a business operated by one person. You can go ahead and start that right now, and then that'll allow you to qualify for all of the resources that I have listed on the spreadsheet right here. These are just some of the people who have gotten paid grants after watching our videos. $40,000, $10,000, $15,000 in rental assistance. Stop. If you want to learn how to register your business, whether you want it to be an LLC or S Corp or corporation, you have the resources right here through Zen Business, or if you want to do it yourself, right here, application portal to apply for your employer identification number. You could do it yourself if you got the time to do it. This tells you about the LLC tax classification. This does not qualify as financial advice, just what I have done. I told you with a little over $100, I went ahead and registered my LLC, which has qualified me for all kinds of funding opportunities. Again, you want white glove service in this country? Go ahead. Remember, this is the mecca of capitalism. I don't want to read any excuses that you have tried time and time again to apply for all kinds of funding and no one helps you. I saw this documentary called Own the Room on Disney Plus. This is about a lady called Daniela Blanco, right? She won grants of over $650,000. Let me explain something to you. She was born in Venezuela. Just in case you don't know what Venezuela is, I was there in 2005, if I'm not mistaken. This place was post-apocalyptic, Mad Max. We were walking into the bus station and there was no railing on which you can hold yourself while you were walking up the steps. The steps were all broken. The most dangerous people out there are not the criminals, but the police officers and government officials that are taking money from you just to facilitate the process of you getting through the country. They were the most dangerous people. The first thing they told me on the bus was close the curtain so you don't have to pay for a plastic surgery when they break the window, because the scheme of stick-up people out there is to throw a rock at a window at a bus. They stop the bus, stick up everybody on the bus. One bus ran into a police station once they did that to them. Okay, so you had to keep that window closed just in case they smash the window so the shards of glass don't lacerate your face. And this is where she came from. Check it out. Daniela Blanco fled Venezuela after the country's economic collapse while pursuing her PhD in chemistry. She got a scholarship into NYU, attended the Universidad of Bolivar, if I'm not mistaken, right here, Universidad Simón Bolívar. She got a bachelor's degree in chemical engineering. She did so great for her. So look at her GPA, 4.9565, okay? And we're born here. I'm from Jamaica, Queens, New York. South Suicide, Queens, to be exact, okay? And we have all of these resources that we take for granted available to us. We just have to perform the work, get up off our behinds, and do what we need to do. Call the people that we have to call, these program administrators. Take a look. Now, this goes right along with what I am discussing today, the $1.8 million federal grant. Because look, she won this grant competition, and this was a grant competition for innovative ideas. And that's what the federal government wants. They want innovative ideas for this grant opportunity that's up to $1.8 million in funding for your business if it's a small business transition grant for early career scientists. Do not click the back button. Listen, because if you want to learn how to enhance your STEM skills so you can qualify for something like this, look, take a look. So you see, I ain't lying. Look, take a look. Boom. Right here. Phase 1 awards do not exceed $275,000 up to $1,838,436 for Phase 2 awards. This is the same program that powers the American Seed Fund that I've told you about time and time again. And look, and organizations get this money all the time. You just have to be innovative. You have to enhance your STEM skills. Look, biodegradable plastic made from waste methane, new drug delivery technology for tumor treatment, recycling carbon dioxide into fuel. Oh, I don't know about this stuff, Neal. Listen, go ahead and beef up your STEM skills by visiting our free education tab. You have all these free resources for free education through MIT, the most iconic technical institution for higher learning on the planet, giving away free university classes. I learned linear algebra through these links. YouTube Creator Academy. Look, if you need a side hustle to get you by as you're developing your innovative idea for the organization, because the federal government, they just want ideas. They want prototypes, okay? And look, you can learn cybersecurity. You can learn how to do AI. Let me just tell you a little more about Daniela Blanco. She came here, I think she did something in chemistry, and then she learned coding. She learned how to code an AI, a machine learning algorithm that allowed her to develop a sustainable way to manufacture nylon through solar power. So that has various applications. If you can develop a manufacturing process that's solar powered to develop nylon, you can do it to develop this or this phone right here or whatever. And the reason that Tesla is an innovative organization is not because of the car. The car's hot. That's one part of it. Unless the car is just a proof of concept for the way you power the car through electricity. Because you could use that technology to power a home, to power anything that requires electrical power. So that's the reason why there's various applications to the technology she is developing. And I believe she learned how to do this herself, because I don't know how she went from chemical engineering to learning how to code the algorithm to develop that technology that allowed her to manufacture that nylon. Understand? Look, develop and validated a machine learning approach that proved to enable chemical companies in pilot projects. And you want to learn machine learning? Right here, free artificial intelligence course through Coursera right here. That's what it is. Free artificial, where you're developing artificial intelligent brains. Okay, and that's just one way to do it. If you're not smart enough to solve the problems that these courses want you to solve, go ahead and visit Fiverr, where you can buy people's time to perform the services to develop the stuff that you need. All right, look, I will be your mobile application. You want to develop a mobile application. American Seed Fund powers mobile applications too. Anything that's innovative, that's aiming to change the world through technology. Enhance, beef up your STEM skills. Trust me, I went to school for journalism, and I did not think that I would like math. I only studied up to algebra and algebra level. My son is doing more advanced mathematics than me. Look, artificial intelligence, right? Or just put machine learning right here. You got people that can do this stuff for you, but you need at least a start to be able to have a basic understanding. I told you about the Python courses available. Look, I will do machine learning projects in Python. I will do because as long as you have a prototype, people will start listening, and then you start attracting people. You go to an application such as MailChimp. You need to write this stuff down. Typically charge for this stuff. It's for free right here. You take MailChimp right here, and you start to build an audience, a community around the product that you are developing. Right here, MailChimp. Just like I tell you when you go visit https://bit.ly/Neal Rod. You can subscribe to our newsletter, where I will provide all these free resources to you. Right here, MailChimp. You can go ahead and build a community around it. Once you got a prototype, perhaps, listen, not even perhaps, I'm practically sure that you will get all kinds of opportunity. If you don't get it, I mean, if you get an opportunity to fund your business, you'll at least qualify to get a 6-figure job somewhere. All right. And look, I got all these resources. If you go to bit.ly/scrap notes, the responses to questions, to the typical questions that you get asked when applying for these grants right here. That was when I applied for the Hello Alice, the Share. I don't do this anymore because you guys don't watch those videos. Whenever I show you that I'm applying for something, for some reason, most of you cut off. Right here, look, take a look at her stuff. Take a look. She is a case study right here. This lady came from a place where there is nothing. People have to go online around the block, not to get welfare, just to get some eggs or get some sugar. That's how bad it is out there. I've got family that's from Venezuela. It's probably one of the worst places on the planet on which you can live right now. When we left Venezuela and we finally entered Colombia, it felt like I was back in the States almost. And Colombia is like, it's like going from the sewer to the toilet, but the toilet was so relieving. There are people that are migrating with as much effort that they take to migrate from Colombia into the United States, from Venezuela into Colombia. That's how bad Venezuela is. This lady came from there, started from nothing, got a scholarship into NYU, and she represented the United States in one of the most competitive pitch competitions on the planet. People were developing innovations from Africa, from all of these countries, from Europe, and she won. As a matter of fact, Hispanics were like among the top leading. As a shout out to my Hispanics, gotta do it regardless of what. We're all black, we're all white. It just represents our ethnicity. We repped it. So we're used to coming from nothing and doing something with it. You, most of you, I see where you're from. You're from the United States, just like me. So you have all these resources available to you as a citizen. If you have nothing, go ahead and hit your services spot. If you have to go to a place where services are freely available, like New York City, a blue state, where they have a number of services for you to just go ahead and get your head above water so you can apply for these resources and do everything that you need to do to save and feed your families to ultimately save this country, go ahead and do so. Make whatever sacrifice that you have to make, just like this lady did right here. Okay, she has her own organization, came from absolute nothing. I just came from Colombia. You got kids doing somersaults on the street, and you got people trying to get to this place, somersaults on the street. So you can give them 30 cents. You give them 30 cents, they're on top of the world. They can get a bread, they can get some soda. They could continue to live their life with some sustenance. They apply for the $10,000 grant, Creatives Without Borders. Why this grant? How does it work? I get crazy. I start talking like I'm a WWE wrestler because it's bonkers how there's so many resources available. All you have to do is get up off your ass and apply for it. Okay, let's dive into the money. $10,000 right here. Might sound like a lot or a little, depending on how you look at it and what's your project about. But we know it can go a long way. I'm not privileged in any way, shape, or form. Understand? I came with nothing. My mother raised me by herself. From nothing. Jamaica, Queens, New York. Why do you think they call it South Suicide Queens? They used to body cops out there, man. 500 Global Flagship Accelerator Program right here. Take your startup to the next level with our flagship seed program. This is on a rolling basis. I told you about this time and time again on the grants tab. It's already there. There is no deadline for this. The deadline's already up for most of this stuff. Deadline's not up anything. There's still opportunity out there. Go ahead and click around with these resources where there's lines through them. It's struck through. Go ahead and take a look. They typically open these programs again and again. All right? The Barstool program. You probably heard about this. This has attracted a lot of publicity right here. And there's a high probability, according to what I read, of you obtaining this particular grant if you qualify for it. You want to know about the eligibility criteria? Contact the administrators of these programs. They have to tell you whether they may bend a rule. For the 2022 Dream Big Award, small businesses to start your application for the 2022 Big Dream Award. Look, $25,000 cash prize, deadline June 17, 2022. Right here. Now, this is for contracting. I have to include in the small business resources tab, right? Contracting. You're developing a small business, you got to sell something. Bottom line, don't rely on these grants. Like you've said time and time again, a lot of this stuff is chance. Then listen, if you're selling stuff, that's why I don't sweat it, because I'm always selling. I'm always flipping. Understand? That's the beauty of you operating your small business, because you're hedging whatever else you're doing with your small business. As long as you know how to sell something. And go ahead and watch the video. I'll go ahead and enter it in a card right now. You enhance your ability. High net worth individuals, those with millions and billions, read on average 2 books a month so they can enhance their skills in anything. They want to learn jiu-jitsu. Like I told you, Dana White, he regularly goes out and cleans out casinos out in Vegas. They've got him banned from the major casinos on the strip because he's always cleaning them out. He's always enhancing his skills. That's what high net worth individuals do. So you want to become a high net worth individual, above average, enhance your skill. Just like I told you, I explained to that effect in the video I have linked on the screen at the end of the video. Go ahead and watch it. The Hub Zone program. fuel small business growth in historically underutilized business zones with a goal of wanting at least 3% of federal contract dollars to hub zone certified companies each year. Find out if you are in a hub zone, and they'll help you obtain contracting through the government. Natural Resource Sales Assistance Program. They give you access to natural resources that you can buy from the federal government at cost or very low. Women-owned small business federal contracting program. They got a veterans assistance program. This is the MDBA. They have all of these grant programs. These grants are issued to these organizations that help you start your business. They help you work with business advisors to create a sustainable process through your business. All about the process. This is the Veterans Program. This organization also provides service and funding. Go ahead and give them a shout out. The Comcast Rise Program. I told you about this. I've also listed it on the spreadsheet. No deadline right here. They have a grant program where they give you money, and also a grant program where you win consulting, media, a linear TV media schedule over a 90-day period, where they get you publicity, creative production of a 30-second TV commercial, technology makeover, tell you how to go ahead and enhance your technology. I may go ahead and apply for this thing. Let me know in the comment section below if you want to see me apply for this, and I'll go ahead and do that. In 2021, Comcast Rise announced $11 million. So if you are in Atlanta, Georgia, Detroit, Minneapolis, St. Paul, Philadelphia, or Pittsburgh, you'll be able to apply from June 1st through June 14th, 2022. $2,500 are available to Etsy sellers as long as they fulfill the eligibility criteria. The Fearless Fund. You want to apply for this stuff? It's for women entrepreneurs right here. Click the apply button right here. Right here. Women-led organizations. There goes the link to apply. You have all the resources. Listen, most of the people that you see on the screen right now reporting that they have been successful in obtaining grants after watching our videos, they apply for a large number of grants. And go ahead and visit bit.ly/scrapnote so you can see the responses to typical questions that these administrators pose on these applications. They're all practically the same. So you just have to have a way to communicate what your business does, why you deserve the grant, how you will spend the money. Okay? Grants of $50,000 to $500,000 per year right here through this. You need to know the eligibility criteria. Go ahead and read the content, readers or leaders, through the Foundation for a Just Society. $7,500 plus $1,000 in merchandise through the Halstead Bead program. This is for jewelry industry professionals. The I Fund Women. There's a grand prize winner of $100,000 in equity investment in your company. I Fund Women right here. These are the winners right here. So you can take a look how they win. That's one way that you are successful using social media, for instance. You need to use social media to sell your products and services. Study what's popular on a platform. That's what I'm always doing here. All right? Look, get funding, get coaching. They have all this programming right here available to women-led entrepreneurs. The GoFundMe grant. A number of you showed success in applying for this thing early on when I started the Grants for Everyone series. Local community grants through Walmart for nonprofits. If you are enhancing your community, they have grants of anywhere from $250 to $5,000 for you on the nonprofits tab. The webpage you see on the screen right now is not for a grant program. It's for a direct lender called Business Warrior, growing small businesses with fast funding and powerful data. As long as you have a credit score of 600 or greater, this organization connects with your financial institution using Plaid to determine whether you qualify for a loan that you have up to 36 months to pay back. I've created a new tab for this called Business Loans. Again, I've told you time and time again, I got the credit video where I teach you how to enhance your credit, your personal credit, so you are able to qualify for more funding for your business. So this needs to get beefed up. I will do so as I've done with the rest of the tabs. Business Warrior and Funding Circle. I borrowed from them at the start of the pandemic, mimicking what large organizations, Fortune 500, public companies were doing, drawing down on their available credit lines. They gave me up to 5 years to pay that loan back, and they have even higher terms for which you can apply. And I have listed it on the Business Loans tab. Right? The Swift Arc Ventures, they invest in Female-led beauty and wellness brands. They're looking for clean and sustainable beauty, science-backed beauty products, technology-enabled and community-driven beauty, gender-neutral and inclusive brands. Look, again, science-backed beauty products, technology-enabled and community-driven beauty products. Again, you want to learn all these technologies, you got the free education. You can at least get an overview of what you need to learn to develop your prototype, and you have more funding opportunities for you. Starting a small business gives you that white glove service. When applying for resources, you get more of that support. The federal government helps you out because they know that you are a job creator. Nonetheless, if you have those STEM skills up to par, they give you the red carpet treatment. There's no way that you will fail. Trust me. Trust me, there's no shortage of work that I can execute in order to maintain my financial stability for myself and succeed, because I have Ethernet cables in my veins. I was doing 67, 100 calls a day, helping people get on the internet, learn all kinds of ways to mess with the registry code, you name it. I could speak robot, man and woman. The Start Out Founder Program. Look, right now, they are looking at organizations that are led by LGBTQ people. You work at least part-time on your startup right here. These are the qualifications for this right here. They give you funding for this stuff, and it does not stop there. If you are a Latinx founder or a woman non-binary founder or a black founder or a founder above the age of 45, you also qualify for their scholarship programs. Watch the video you see on the screen right now so you could learn what is the skill that you must obtain and enhance, so that regardless of whatever market conditions we encounter, you will always financially succeed.